yen shase na yendi enkomo na yedi nkoma na yene HANTEC Markets for na yene omo edi enkomo minia Frank awon liman menchen we head of education HANTEC Markets menchen meneno edi enkomo digital wealth creation enkomo didia ebe koso golden tulip nyamepa memenda ebe no ho enkomo na yedi but meno di HANTEC Markets ho nkoma Mama Frank Emfa emu enchechemu Emfa brain as to what they really do na fe no yendi enkomo. Frank, it's good to have you in the studio.
Good to be here.
How has been business so far since the last time?
Yeah, great.
It's been great.
Yeah.
All right. Now, for those who don't know much about your brand, can you tell us a bit more about HANTEC Markets and what you do?
All right. So HANTEC Markets is a forex brokerage firm. And primarily what we do is to offer forex traders the platform to trade the financial markets, forex and CFD specifically.
Okay.
You know, the last time I was here, I threw a little light on what forex trading is, where individuals get the opportunity to trade currencies on a global platform. And that market consists of central banks and major institutions, major corporations at the interbank level, and then retail traders and brokers at the retail level.
Okay.
So individuals get the opportunity to come into the market and trade to the interbank market through the brokers platform. So that's a service that HANTEC offers. And that's not the only thing we do. We understand the dynamics and complexity of the way the market is. And so we double as an educational firm that teaches people the dynamics of the market, how they can understand it, and how they can make money from it consistently. So that's basically what we do.
So for how many years have you been doing this?
Okay, the company itself has been around since 1990. So let's say that's 32 years.
Wow.
Yes, but HANTEC Ghana was opened officially last year.
Okay.
In 2020, we were operating, but because of the pandemic, you know, at the time we were under lockdown, so we were operating virtually, like from home.
Okay.
But last year, we launched our office officially.
Okay.
And so, if I'm going to go by the physical presence, I'll say last year. Okay. So we're a year old.
Okay.
In Ghana.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, if someone walks in, what basically is the person taking away in terms of your training that you give?
Okay, so the person is taking away in-depth knowledge as to how the market works. And we start right from the beginner stage.
Okay.
We introduce it to you as a layperson because regardless of your educational background, if you are new to forex, you are a layman.
Indeed.
So we start from a layman perspective. That will make it easy for you to understand.
Okay.
Then we build up upon that and get you to a point where you become very well educated about how this market works and how you can make profit from it consistently. Yeah.
Now, if there's anything I know about the forex, it has to do with forecasts.
Yeah.
You know, trying to predict how things are going to go and so where to invest and where not to invest and all. Let's try and make sense of the happenings in Ukraine and how, you know, that's impacting on your trade as traders. How has it impacted?
The impact has been massive. You know, when there is uncertainty, like what's happening, like when there is war or pandemic or any major event that leads to market uncertainty, a lot of people do not invest in stocks. They prefer to invest in what we refer to as safe haven assets.
Okay.
And gold is a prime example of a safe haven asset. So ever since that war, you have had a lot of people, because you want to put your money somewhere you feel is stable.
Okay.
But if there's a war, the whole world is affected. Like right now, every part of the world is affected by what is happening in Russia. But then, of course, those in Russia and Ukraine are feeling the heat more.
Indeed.
So people tend to invest in stuff like gold.
Okay.
So ever since the war began, gold has been, we refer to it as bullish. That means it has been appreciated.
Okay.
Yes, there has been some what we refer to as pullbacks. No market goes up continuously. There are usually pullbacks in between here and there.
Indeed.
But then the general effect it's having on the market is causing gold to be very bullish and also oil to be very expensive because of the sanctions on Russia. You know, Russia is one of the leading exporters of oil in the world. But because of the sanctions and because the US and many of the countries in the West do not want to go into any trade partnership with Russia anymore, it has made oil scarce. And so the price keeps soaring. And it's not just Ghana, it's global. It's global. If I saw last week on Bloomberg that some people were more or less like rioting. I think it was in France. They are complaining about oil prices. It's a direct result of what is happening in Russia.
Yeah.
So that's the impact it's having on the market.
Interesting. Now, let's talk about the digital wealth creation project that you're doing. Tell us a bit more about that. What's pushing you to have this project done?
Okay, so it's something, ever since we started operating physically last year, it's something we have been doing periodically. Okay. So what we usually do is host such a seminar where we do invite a lot of people, those who are already trading and those who know absolutely nothing about trading. So what we aim to do is to throw light on what forex trading really is, and then let people know the opportunities involved. Like, it's a very lucrative market, and there are several ways you can make money in it. So we let people know the opportunities that are available in this industry, and then we let them know that we are the go-to house if you want knowledge about how the forex market works. So after that, we usually invite them to come over to the office and then learn how it works. But usually for those who don't live in Accra, we usually have online seminars, technically referred to as webinars, where we teach them how it works. So basically what we are going to do on the day is to throw light on what forex trading is and what we do specifically at HANTEC Markets and how we can help traders do well in this industry.
So who and who are you looking at to attend this?
Well, anybody who is ready and willing to make money. It's not like we are looking for a specific group of people, no. We are looking for anybody who is interested in finding opportunities in this market. And you don't necessarily have to be too well educated, so to speak. The most important thing is to know how to read and write, that's all. You don't need any special qualification. So all you need is the zeal or the desire to make money. So you can add this as a different portfolio, investment portfolio, if you're already a businessman. And if you are a worker, this can be a very viable option for you too. So you have another stream of income. So basically, anybody who is ready to make money, that's what we are. They are those we are interested in. So
on that day, how would the program run? Give us a sense of the program outline, the kind of activities that will be done on that day.
All right. So what's going to happen is there are going to be about 3 speakers. Each of these speakers will come and talk of something unique, but still within the same scope. And like I'll be speaking at the program, and I'll be throwing a lot of light on what forex trading is. Then we also have a session where we'll be having a raffle. So I think 3 lucky winners, 3 lucky people will win the opportunity to be funded on HANTEC Markets for free. So you are going to be funded on the platform. That means that we are going to, if you win, we are going to create an account for you and then put money in there for you and teach you how to grow that money. That's what we usually do. So we're going to have that, and we're also going to have an opportunity, another session where people are going to, we call it fast finger or something. Like we buy data or credits from the various networks, and then we mention that the fastest person to type gets it. But that's just a minor part of it. The major thing is going to be us talking about what it entails to become a forex trader and what it's like to trade on HANTEC's platform. And then 3 lucky winners will get the opportunity or the chance to have their accounts funded for them, and they'll be taught how to trade and make money from it.
Is this for free?
Yes, for free. We don't charge anything for our seminars. And even our education is free of charge. Hundreds of people walk into the office. Ever since we started last year, we've had a lot of people trooping into our office to learn how to trade. Now, the fact that it's free does not mean it's not of the highest quality. You know, there's that perception that free things are cheap and not of the highest quality. That is false. What we give out in our educational, content is of the highest quality. And so people come in and they are even surprised that we are doing this free of charge, but that is what we do. The reason we are teaching free is when you come onto the platform, we assume that you are our client. Do you understand? And we know how difficult this market can be, especially if you're a new person. So what we're basically doing is holding your hand and teaching you, showing you the way, so to speak, so you can consistently make money, and it's absolutely free of charge. We don't charge anything.
Interesting. Now, I know last week we had time for you to explain, all this for me. So this particular session, give us some information as to the location it's happening, the time it's happening, and if you do have that information, the speakers, you already mentioned you are one of the speakers for this particular one, that information.
Okay, so it's happening at Golden Tulip, right here in Accra, and it's at 2 p.m. at Golden Tulip. Yes, but usually our seminars are always packed. A lot of people come in. So even though it's at 2 p.m., I'll encourage people to come earlier, because if you come at exactly 2, you might not get a place to sit.
Okay.
So by 12, people should start moving there.
Okay.
You can be there latest by 1:30, so you get a very comfortable place to sit. Because I tell you, if you come even a few minutes to the program, when we had one in Accra here last at the Mikado Plaza. Those who came at exactly 2 didn't get a place to sit.
Wow.
Yes, so there were a lot of people standing there. We had one in Kumasi too, the same story. Because people know who we are and the kind of content we give out, so they are always very eager to come and learn. So if you come at exactly that time, which is a 2, you might not get a place to sit. Yes, so people should come earlier than that. And like I said earlier, it's absolutely free of charge. You don't pay for anything.
And this is happening on Saturday?
On Saturday, this very Saturday.
This very Saturday, 26th.
26, yeah.
All right. At the Golden Tulip.
Golden Tulip.
So we encourage everybody to be there to come learn a thing or two as to how to trade. And it's all for free, as Frank, has told us. Now, let's go back to some basic information as to the profitability of this venture.
Okay.
So I have $1,000 and I want to trade with it, and maybe I'm on your platform. What are the possibilities of growth with that $1,000?
Well, possibilities of growth, very high. It's very high. But it's all going to depend on the individual who is doing it. How well informed you are about the market, that's the most important thing. And having the right mindset. You can be well informed, but if you have the wrong mindset, you will find trouble. What do I mean by that? Now, when I was here the other time, I made mention of the fact that the exchange we talk of is actually happening at the interbank market. That's a larger place where these central banks and large corporations are doing it. But when you come to the retail world, what we are doing is speculative. Speculative in the sense that we don't have the kind of financial capacity that these giants at the interbank market do have. These people we are talking of trillions and hundreds of billions of dollars. This is the kind of money they are moving over there. We don't have that kind of money in the retail world. And so we can participate directly in that way. But then we can learn the market to a point that we are able to interpret what we refer to as a chart. And then we know exactly what these guys are doing at the top. So if we know what they are doing at the top, we know where the market is likely headed. You understand? Then we take position. We refer to it as positions. We take positions on that. So, for instance, if the information I'm gathering from the chart is telling me that at the interbank level, the euro is appreciating in value, then I look for what we refer to as long positions, so I can benefit off that move that is happening at the interbank level. So, how profitable you be depends on how informed you are, and it depends on having the right mindset. What's the right mindset? The right mindset is to know that what you are involving yourself in is speculative, and as such, you are dealing with probabilities. And when you are dealing with probabilities, it's impossible that you are going to get everything right. So if you have this at the back of your mind, and then you practice what we refer to as risk management, you understand that what you are getting yourself into is a business, and every business comes with an appreciable level of risk. But how do you manage that risk? We teach that also. So we teach you how to manage that risk. So on the trades that you don't win, that is trades that don't go in the direction that you speculated, you don't lose much. But those that go in the direction that you speculated, you maximize the profit on those. So at the end of the day, you have a lot of profit and very few losses. So the profit wipes away the losses, and then you have extra profit on top of that. So this is how you can grow the money, having the knowledge and having the right mindset. You can have the knowledge, but if your mindset is wrong, you struggle. So we do a lot of psychology, we call it trading psychology, teaching people the psychological part of this. So if you have the good psychology and you have the knowledge, you blend the two, you'll be unstoppable.
You will be unstoppable.
Yes.
I just got a text message from a friend who is listening to the show, and he wants to know contact numbers he can call to make inquiries, and he's also asking about your social media presence. Are you able to give us that information?
Yes, but I don't have the number of it, so I have to read from my phone.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so the number is 050-572-6656. 050-572-6656. 050-572-6656. So if you call this number, you will be able to communicate with us, and then you get more information about what we are coming to do at Golden Tulip. And our office, I forgot to mention that, our office is located at Noy Osika Close, Osu.
Okay.
We very close to, in fact, we share, there's no wall, but let me say, we are right behind the Saham Insurance Building at the Noy Osika Close.
Okay.
It's a very popular place in Osu. So that is where the office is. It's a white office.
Okay.
So, a white building, sorry.
White building.
Yeah.
In summing up, any final words to our viewers and our listeners?
Yeah, what I would like to tell viewers is to seize, whenever I have the platform, this is what I tell people, to seize the opportunity. Me, I only got to know about forex trading when I completed the university and I started learning about it. That was somewhere in 2014 or so. I wish I knew this when I was in secondary school. Yes, I wish I knew when I was in secondary school. I would have become more informed earlier, and so I would have become independent earlier and not to depend on my parents or anything of that sort, or even my job at the time. So what I want to tell people is to seize the opportunity to learn how this thing works. If you learn how it works and you have the right mindset, which will help you develop, you will find a very viable option of making money. So you don't have to depend on your salary. You see, times are hard globally, and Ghana here is even more serious. So if you have a second option, you take your salary, and then you have something else that is bringing you some money too. You might not be very rich, but you'll be comfortable.
True.
If you are already rich, this can also serve as a very viable, different form of investment portfolio for you, so you can diversify your business. So I'll urge people to come to our platform or to come over to the office. Come to the seminar first on Sunday, or Saturday, sorry. Learn how this thing works and get the opportunity to come to our office. So we take it from there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if I come on Saturday, the months after, I can be able to bamba with the big boys.
Yes, if you come consistently, we actually teach every day from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
And we're even thinking of adding a weekend class. Because the demand for it is so high. So we are going to add it very soon. So if you come within 3 to 4 weeks, you should become familiar with what is happening in the market. So as you continue to trade, you develop the experience. So once you come and learn, over the next few months or years, your life is not going to be the same financially.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Frank, I thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And so we are all going to be at the Golden Tulip. I encourage you to be there to learn, because I'll be there to learn as well. And don't give your money to somebody to invest on your behalf. Don't. I've seen a lot of people make that mistake. And the first one, they trade with some $200, and then it jumps to some $400, and then before you realize, all is gone. Please, it is better you learn for yourself and join HANTEC Markets as we have the digital wealth creation conversation live in Accra at the Golden Tulip, Liberation Road, Accra, Saturday, 26th of March, 2022, 2 p.m. sharp. There's an opportunity for you to win $250. And so I urge you to be a part of it. Frank, once again, I'm grateful that you joined me this morning. And that's Head of Education for HANTEC Markets. And you can see the fluidity with which he explained the things to us. I didn't know here. He understands what he's talking about. And so when he teaches you, obviously, you'll be a winner.